Today we will be doing the agricultural engineering activity, which is growing wheatgrass. For this you will need a bag of Orbeez, a container, a small spoon, and some wheatgrass seeds. Make sure you also have your activity booklet nearby because we will be answering the questions later. To start off, you're going to pour your Orbeez into the container and fill it with water. The Orbeez will take about 8 hours to get to their full size. So go ahead and fill it with water. The first thing you're going to do is fill this container with water and pour your Orbeez into it. The Orbeez will take about 8 hours to reach their full size, so you will have to wait until then to complete the rest of the activity. When the Orbeez have reached full size, which is about this big, you can drain the water. You may have to take some Orbeez out because you only need about this much in the cup. If you do end up taking Orbeez out, you can always keep them in a container filled with water and they will maintain their shape. Now we're going to add the wheatgrass seeds. Go ahead and get your spoon and your wheatgrass seeds and sprinkle the seeds in. You can poke down the seeds to ensure that they are getting some moisture. This is what your wheatgrass seeds should look like in your container when there are enough. Remember that since this is a plant, we will be monitoring the growth over the next week, so it is a longer activity. To help you document how your wheatgrass is growing, go ahead and turn to page 7 in your activity kit booklet. The first thing that is listed on this section is to draw a picture of your wheatgrass over the next 7 days. So every day you'll just draw a picture of what your wheatgrass looks like. So you can go ahead and draw the picture of day 1 right now. The rest of these questions have to be done after a week. So go ahead and let your wheatgrass grow for 7 days and then come back and we will answer the questions. Now that it has been 7 days, you can go ahead and answer the rest of the questions. The first question asks what you noticed about the structure of the roots on the 7th day. So go ahead and take your wheatgrass out and look at the roots and write down what you observe. The next question asks how tall is your wheatgrass in inches, and you're supposed to only measure the green part. The chemical that makes the wheatgrass green is called chlorophyll. Make sure you know what chlorophyll is because it is one of the vocabulary words for this program. So go ahead and get your ruler out and measure the green part of the wheatgrass. Now I'm going to tell you a little bit about how plants can be used in engineering so that you can answer the last question on page 9.
The first way we can use plants in engineering is by genetically modifying them. Genetically modifying involves bioengineering because it alters the DNA of the plant. Through altering the DNA, engineers can create new plants that are resistant to pesticides or help the environment by depositing more minerals in the soil. The second way plants can help in engineering is that they prevent soil erosion. When planning out a building or other construction project, engineers need to make sure that their land will not flood or erode. They can plant trees to help take up some of the water that rains and also prevent the soil from eroding. Lastly, the cell walls of plants can be used in lots of different things, including biofuels and paper products. A biofuel made out of the material cell walls are made of, which is called cellulose, would provide a more efficient and renewable way for people to use fuel.
Thank you so much for growing wheatgrass with me. I hope you had a great time monitoring your wheatgrass's growth over the past week. Make sure that if your wheatgrass is super tall, you send a picture of it to me. Thank you and have a nice day.